Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another Infinite Magicraid video. So today's video is a little bit of something important, not a little bit, actually it's huge. I'm at the point where I can choose my first Mythic. That's something that's usually extremely crucial because it all depends on, I suppose, what roster you already have of heroes, where you are stuck in the game, where you need to progress. You know, there's different factors that you have to take into consideration when you decide what your first Mythic hero will be, because it's quite hard to actually gather 100 Mythic hero shards. Because, you know, you get them from the event, you get some from the battle order, but still, you don't get them too fast. And honestly, I'm happy you don't get them too fast, because if you got them too fast, you could just blast, have all of them, and boom, then you beat the game and you're bored. So it's a really nice system that I like the way that they implemented this Mythic hero shard. But it's a little bit confusing and can be really, you know, stressful maybe when you're trying to decide, okay, who should be your first Mythic hero. We have plenty of them. We have Brynhild, Lucifer, Allcaster, Lucia, we have Nita, Ben Austin, Nordak, Luna, Medlena, and Melchior. There's plenty of them and they have pretty different kits. Like, for example, Melchior, he has a kit that's really confusing, and it's like, you know, maybe not that confusing, but it's, you know, he has lots of stuff to read. And basically what he does is every time he gets one of those, like, in intermediate element charge, it's like behind me, he keeps changing his skills and the way they work, and it's like, you know, there's a ton of stuff to read. Keep in mind, you can switch like this in case you're wondering, you know, what his other skills are. They keep getting upgraded depending on his stuff. I feel like he's a little bit too complex. I don't understand him too much, so I'm definitely not going to go for him first, and I definitely would not suggest people to go for him first. Then we have Medlena, who's basically debuffer, and she has AoE damage, and then she has some funky stuff with her Primordial Seed. Like, the buff node will be crumbled by Medlena and take massive damage from her when a certain number of flares are stacked. So this is something that sounds more like, you know, a battle that goes for a longer time. She can also bring the decreased defense, you know, AoE, it's the big version. It's not 100%, so that's not something that I like. You know, from a Mythic, I'd expect 100%. Then hear a little bit more about, you know, I'm not going to be reading through every single one of these kits. I'm just trying to have a look, like, go a quick way through them and tell you, you know, how I decided to choose what I will choose and what I would suggest for most people. Then we have Luna, which is like best reviver, cleanser, healer, you name it. She's gonna be the one people will pick 99% of the time, because Luna is the one that's gonna make it easier for you to 3-star campaign, to advance in Dwarven Ruins, to do all the other stuff if you do not have Catherine. If you manage to get Catherine without Luna, I suggest you don't pick her anymore. But like, most people might not be as lucky as I am on my account, you know, get Melia, Sigmund, and Hezonja, like just all the all the HP bar in the world to get the best out there. So it was a little bit easier for me to do that alongside the Wem and Maya to 3-star campaign. That's how I got my first Catherine, in case you guys missed it in the previous videos. If it wasn't that easy, I would have 100% gone for Luna myself, because like I said, she brings all the crazy stuff. She brings the resist buff, she brings stealth, she brings heal, she brings heal, attack up, like, you know, she brings everything. Basically, that's like top tier support in the game. Maybe I'm not sure if better than Catherine or maybe on par, but she's definitely insane. Especially the revive can be very clutch, because there's not too many revivers in the game and not all of them are so good. So Luna's definitely one to keep in mind, in my opinion, in case you're, you know, in case you're stuck, you're still progressing, still don't have your Catherine. Definitely go for Luna first, because that's gonna help you. Nordak, from what I've seen, is like, he has shield, he has cleanse, he has, you know, he has this damage immunity on himself that can also give res buff. He has some crazy passive that can give all the buffs in the world. Then he also has a good cleanse and also shield as well. But it's kind of like, you know, do I really want to get shield from him if I already have a Catherine? He deals defense-based damage, so he can be really good. But I feel like, from what I've seen at least, he's more of a, like, a endgame / arena champion. Maybe if I'm mistaken, if I say something wrong in this video and you guys feel different, just leave it in the comments below, you know, change my mind basically. But from what I've seen so far, Nordak is definitely not the first choice unless unless you're a big spender and you can quickly get to the other ones. Then Ben Austin was one of those ones that I actually thought about going for myself before I had my collab with Juarmo, for example, because I feel he has like an interesting kit with the clans, with the defense down on the A1. Then he also has like a joint attack. Somebody joins attack with him as well. Then on day 2 again, he does an AoE with the chance to increase their active skills. Again, this seems to me like a little bit more arena focused. Like if you guys play, if any of you play Raid Shadow Legends, this is kind of like a warlord skill where you lock their active skills, or like basically just increase it to by 1/3. Their cooldowns. Then the passive, like he has a chance to cleanse all the control debuffs, and then this is the one that I like the most. It's basically an ally attack. So when he does this, he like removes all the buffs from the target, then he puts res buff, and then everybody attacks. So it's like all of your champions, all of your heroes will attack, and you can do some massive damage. He was the one I was definitely debating because I have really strong green mark people, and I was like, maybe he might be the choice. However, I was kind of talked out of it because there might be some other different choices. Then you have Nita, which is more of like a poisoner. So if you already have like a poison comp, maybe Nita could be the way for you because she can help with extra poisons over here. It's not 100%. Again, I kind of would have loved to see on a Mythic 100% chance. Like this one, it's 60, then when you boost it, it gets to like 90% only. But this one's the nice thing. At exclusive 3, obviously it's gonna take a while. At exclusive 3, she explodes those poisons as well. Then again, she's immune to all dots, more poisons. Like she's all about poison and depoisoning. That's all of her kit. So obviously if you already have like a poison comp, she might actually be a good one to go alongside your team. Then we come into... You know what, I'm gonna skip and I'm gonna come back to my 2 choices that I have to decide between. Then we have Oldcaster. Oldcaster again, just like, he doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't say anything too interesting to me. Attack up, damage, Soul of Glory, some chance to horrify, can be annoying, but it's a 50-50, so I'm not sure when you would pick this guy. Like, I don't know. If you guys think Oldcaster is a good one, what would you use it for? Leave it in the comments below again. Then we have Brimhill, which is like third meter control, removal, counterattack. She switches in between her skills. She has some interesting kits in there again with immortality, ignoring immortal damage, immunity, all that stuff. But I'm not sure her damage is that good compared to other ones. Like, if you're thinking about somebody that you want to do single target damage, like, that's what I kind of saw about her. Again, I might be mistaken, but that's what I saw about her. She's all about some single target damage and stuff like that. She doesn't seem like the best, or like has some AoE. Anyway, Brimhill doesn't scream anything to me. And then we're down to the last 2 choices. There's Lucifer, and then there's Lucia. Lucia has single target damage with bleeds. Bleeds on the A1, bleeds on this one, and then she can do some extra damage, and then the bleeds are guaranteed if she lands a crit. The 3rd stage is guaranteed to land a crit and deals up more damage, up to 100%. So I can do some massive damage. Her passive keeps giving her the soul fragment, and like each time she inflicts a kill or like gains one of those, she casts an active skill. So she can keep like doing more and more attacks. And then her ultimate, again, 6 stages of damage. This goes out to 150% damage. So in total, it's around 950% damage. She can be pretty interesting with this because it's like, you know what? She can do some massive single target damage, but at the same time bring bleed as well. So even though, like, okay, the bleed has been buffed recently as well, that can help, but she also has piercing rate, additional piercing rate, which can help a ton. Plus the exclusive are pretty interesting for her, and it's one of those ones where it's like, usually exclusive just brings you a little bit of speed. She has a little bit, let me see, did I see right? No, it's wrong, never mind. Am I right? Let me see, I think I read something. Yeah, okay, so the levels keep increasing her speed and like everything every time you level her skills. What am I talking? I'm losing my mind. Anyway, that's Lucia, and then we have Lucifer, which Lucifer is arguably the best single target damage dealer in the game. That's why, like, most people, when I hear suggestions, say, okay, go for Lucifer. He has interesting kit, he can stealth himself, he can bring feebleness as well, he can do some crazy damage. Like, if you have him exclusive, he also, like, for example, with the ultimate, you kill someone, he can go and attack somebody else, plus put a decreased defense, AoE, but I feel like Lucifer is more of a damage dealer, more aimed towards PvP, in my opinion, and from what I've seen through the discussions, you know, with fellow content creators, that I've seen that people discussed about this in the content creator chat, and it came down to this, like I said, do I want to go for Lucifer or do I want to go for Lucia? PvP was never my main focus in any game that I was playing, so if it's your focus, I would definitely say go for Lucifer because he can do some crazy stuff and he would be the best choice. However, because I care more about PvE, my choice would be Lucia. I've seen fellow content creator Velchat choose her as well, so I think that's gonna be my choice. I'm gonna go with this one. If I wanna, you know, swap, it's gonna cost me a ton, so I'm not gonna regret it. It's just gonna take me another month, and a bit to maybe get a different one if I'm not, you know, if I'm not happy with this choice. Keep in mind, guys, if you wanna get exclusives for the mythics, you cannot use legendary dragon eyes, phantom dragon eyes, or like anything else. It costs you another 50 mythic hero shards, so keep that in mind. If you want to get somebody, you feel like, okay, they're gonna be good if I can get them exclusive 3, keep in mind you're gonna need another 150 mythic hero shards to get them exclusive 3. But yeah, my choice is going to be Lucia. I'm committing, let's go for it. Boom, there it is. I'm definitely gonna be playing around with her. I'm gonna gear her up and I'm gonna see how much she's gonna change my damage, for example, in the in the guild boss specifically. I really want to advance in guild boss because the guild boss is a source. Why am I going to wish? The guild boss is a source of consistent resources. For example, if we go here, see level 4, if I manage to get to the 1 key or at least 2 key, the top chest, which is 100 million, I have a chance of starting getting supreme runes, which is huge, you know. Getting supreme runes becomes like harder and harder the more you progress into the game, unless you are a spender. So trying to push my guild boss is always gonna be my goal. It's kind of like the same as in Raid Shadow Legends. There you want to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. Here you want to try and get to the highest level possible to get the most rewards daily, because just like in there, I feel like the guild boss again gives you some great rewards in here. But yeah, this was my choice for today. Let me know, guys, if you think that I've done the wrong, you know, that I picked the wrong one. Let me show you quickly what my roster looks like in case, you know, in case you want to say like, oh yeah, maybe you should have gone for somebody else, or if that was you know, the good choice. Just leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think, because I'm really curious what you guys think about my choice. One thing that I will do now is, just like Juarmo suggested to me, I will be regressing my segment and I'm gonna put all of my resources that I get from segment straight up into Lucia, and I'm gonna get her straight in action. I'm gonna play with her, and you know, if I wanna, maybe at a later stage, I'm gonna make a video and show you how I built her, what I use her for, and you know, all the other fun stuff. But this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you do like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.
Infinite Magicraid. Play to slay.